Miracle Boy Boxing. I am your host, Jose Cruz. Ladies and gentlemen, a very intriguing fight has come up recently, the past couple days, and is one that I never really thought about. I had another in mind, but this one is pretty good as well. And I think it makes sense. The fight is between Emmanuel Navarette, versus Henry Moncho Lebron. Emmanuel Navarette is the champion at 130. And he'll be defending against Robinson Conceicao next week in Vegas. Part of the Shakur Stevenson versus Edwin De Los Santos card. That's a tremendous card. Both fights are main event double fights. Henry Moncho Lebron picked up just recently his biggest win of his career against William Foster III. That's a big win. He was not the favorite coming in, and he beat him. Henry Moncho Lebron is a very skilled boxer. Not the hardest puncher, but he got a reasonable pop, respectable pop. Excellent counter puncher, excellent ring IQ. A lot of patience in the ring. Like I said, he uses his ring excellently. When he gets off with his combinations, it's very fluid. He reminds me of a bit of Sergio Martinez, and I've been seeing that comment lately on social media. The Sergio Martinez of the Puerto Rican Sergio Martinez. The only difference, and I agree, but the only difference with Moncho and Martinez is that Martinez was more athletic with his feet, more bouncy, more pep in his step. Moncho doesn't move as much as Martinez with his foot, with his legs, but in terms of the way he throws his punches, his kind of stance, I will agree. I will agree. Yeah, in spots he reminds me of Sergio in his prime, which is really good. Which is what makes Moncho a very successful fighter. That's why he was able to outbox William Foster and the rest of his opponents that he's fought. 19 and 0, 10 knockouts. It's working and he's getting the job done. And he's in every fight. Moncho is looking good. He impresses in every fight, and that's very important if you are looking to get in there with Emmanuel Navarette. Navarette is one of a kind, man. He's very special. 38 victories, 1 loss, 32 knockouts, 33 knockouts. Hard puncher, awkward style. It's like I'm talking about Surreal Matias. He's as dangerous as Matias because Matias, he has his unique style that no one has, and Emmanuel Navarette has his own style that no one has. That awkwardness, throwing punches from all angles, jumping in with uppercuts from a distance. Never know where the punch is going to be coming from, so it's a unique style that Navarette has, and that's what makes him very dangerous and hard for his opponents to adjust. And like with Surreal Matias, you can't prepare for it because no one can mimic the style that Navarette has. So that's the challenge for any Emmanuel Navarette's opponent. The challenge for anyone that goes into the fight. How do you prepare for someone like Navarette with that style? No one is going to come in to spar with you and mimic his style. And if they do, it's going to look funny. So, Moncho versus Navarette versus Moncho is a good fight. It's a good fight. It adds another chapter to the classic rivalry between Mexico and Puerto Rico. It's always fun to watch. Moncho has been doing pretty good, earning his spot as a contender after defeating William Foster. Like I said, sharp boxer, ring IQ, counters. He's in his best moment of his career right now, and fighting Navarette is going to be a challenge for anybody. And me being Puerto Rican, of course, I got Moncho, but the honesty here for me is going to be I'll say it like this: it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It won't be easy. It will not be easy. I like his chance. Do I like his chances? Sure. I can expect a good fight. I can expect Moncho to be successful in the fight, but can it be enough to win the fight? Navarette, he has a solid chin. Comes a fight, hard puncher, awkward style, never easy to beat. Hasn't lost a fight in over almost 10 years. Almost 10 years he hasn't lost a fight. Yeah, let me see. The last time Emmanuel Navarette lost a fight was 2012. Yeah, look at that, 10 years. Well, a little more than that, 11 years. So he has not lost in 11 years. Moncho hasn't lost, period. But the 11 years that Navarrete hasn't lost, he's been dominant in majority of his fights. Even his last fight against Oscar Valdez, as in spots, there were some fireworks, there were some moments where both guys were going toe to toe. Emmanuel Navarrete basically dominated that fight, busted up Oscar Valdez pretty good, shot the fight, put a beating on him. And speaking of Oscar Valdez, Moncho was the one, that was the fight I wanted to see. Moncho versus Oscar Valdez, that's a great fight. I like that fight better than the Emmanuel Navarrete fight. Navarrete fight to me is a harder fight. I think Moncho has a better chance of beating Oscar Valdez. Not saying because of Oscar Valdez coming off a loss to Navarrete and, Valdez hasn't had a big win in a minute. But no, Valdez is still in his prime. He's still dangerous. He can still punch. He can still fight. So not saying it's an easy fight. I just saying it's easier than a Navarrete fight. It's a bit easier. And I like Moncho's chances even higher in that fight because Moncho is faster. Valdez is not as awkward as Navarrete. Valdez is very typical pressure fighter, throwing bombs, coming forward, popping out a nice little jab here and there. But so compare that to Navarrete's style, like he's off balance. He's jumping in with an uppercut. He's jumping in with a looping right hand, mixing it up to the head and body. Just Navarrete fight like he's off balance sometimes, and he's not. That's just how he is. So if you put Moncho and Valdez, that's an excellent fight. That's an excellent fight, and that's a fight that I've been wanting, and I know all the fans want it. So Moncho versus Valdez is a fight that I want. As a fan for Moncho, and to me it makes sense. Valdez is not a champion. He's a top contender. Moncho's a top contender. Let them fight, and the winner fights Navarrete. To me, but if they jump into, Robinson Conceição was in the way of Navarrete, who we can't overlook. You can't overlook. You can't overlook. Conceição is a tremendous fighter, gold medalist on the Olympics 2016, Brazilian. Tremendous, excellent, exciting style. A lot of people believe he beat Valdez. Even when Valdez came into the fight with a banned substance, and he still allowed him to defend his title, which is crazy. But Conceição, the live dog, can't overlook him. He's in excellent shape. I saw a video recently, a couple days ago, maybe yesterday, that he was hitting the bag, and ESPN put it up. Tremendous shape. He's ready, and we're a week out from the fight, and he's ready. So Robinson Conceição is world class. It's no joke. So that never know what could happen in his fight with Navarrete. Navarrete may get beat, or maybe not, but we'll see. But once everything goes well, Navarrete retains the title. I would like to see him fight. I would like that Moncho fight as well. Even though I would like the Valdez fight, Moncho Valdez. But we'll see what happens. Miracle with Boxing, guys. I'm your host, Crew. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, guys. I will play to talk to you about boxing right here. See you guys in my next video. Peace.